Hey, what's happening, YouTube? I'm Rocco the Retro Repairman. I'm Justin Rocco. I'll be your host for today. Today we are going to be modding a Genesis Model 1. This mod includes today limited to changing the color LED standard red to a nice bright blue. First step is to take a medium Phillips head screwdriver such as this one, or a similar one, as you gentlemen and ladies refer to it as a cross type in the UK and those territories. You're going to flip over your Genesis carefully. Try not to scratch it any more than it probably already has been in the past several years. And remove all 6 screws. There are 6 mounting points, one at each corner, and then one here that meets in the middle, and one here that meets in the middle, on the top, on the bottom. So best advice to you is to work organized, and what I mean by that is save like an old container vitamin or a pill bottle from your pharmacy and put your parts in there. There's no shame in it. You're going to take all these screws out. Bear with me. I don't have the joys of a power driver. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one fell out here on the floor, and here it goes. Ta-da! Anyway, so we got all 6 screws, Phillips or cross type if you guys call them that. You're going to put it into a container so you stay organized as you go. Alright, so we're going to orient our Genesis, or Megadrive as you call them, over in where you're from, and you're going to carefully lift this up. Now, if you notice here, there is 2 wires, one being red and one being white. Now, the red wire indicates the positive side of the cathode of the LED that it's going on to. So as you see, dongled here are 2 wires, and here is the ends of the LED that is right here is here. So you're going to bend these out straight so that this harness can carefully, you see this here, YouTube, I'm trying to orient myself best for the camera for what you could see here, and I'm going to pull this off carefully like so. Alright, so I'm going to set the Megadrive Genesis Model 1 to this side here, and you're going to notice this damn thing, you can move, wiggle, do whatever you want, and it ain't going to come out. So, what have I found that works for me is to take a cutting instrument or tool, such as a Dremel, like so, and carefully cut around the base of this, because you're not going to see that when you put it back together. That's going to expose that from being able to being removed. Okay, so here I am, got my Dremel, I got a cutting bit on it. Well, you actually see, here's your old red LED, right? Now, if you do notice, one of the legs is longer. That is your positive one. So before we start to proceed on to the next step, I'm going to take this and dump it out into my rubbish container here. Give that a quick blow. I don't have the luxury to have a compressed air station, but I'm going to get a small little tank at some point. So gonna make do. So I got a aftermarket LED right here. This is a blue one. So obviously your longer lag is your positive one, and your negative is your shorter lag, as you can see here. Your positive one is your longer one. So the question is how do I get this back in here? Well, my best advice to you is to get a product made by 3M called 3M Emblem Glue. This stuff dries clear. It's made for automotive application of applying like a Chevy or a Ford or any type of Opel or whatever logo after repainting a car, and you're reapplying the metal emblems or the colored emblems. This is what they use, and it dries clear, hard, strong, and all those things. But when you use things such as super glue, which you must be extremely careful when using, because the fumes, the chemicals from super glue isn't plastic friendly in most cases. Yes, it will bond with your surface, however, it will fog it. So ever so along the base here of the LED, I would apply a little bit of super glue here, just very controlled, as I don't have any emblem glue. I have it on the way from eBay, so hopefully it will get here soon, because I got some Game Boy mods I want to do, and you need that stuff for screen applications with mods so it stays in play. So here I am carefully inserting my LED, my new blue LED, super bright, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little tab of glue here to reinforce the base, but not enough to cause it to fog. Okay, so once again, I'd prefer to have something that dries clear and won't react with my plastic. However, we must make do with what I have in my environment and drive on. So, for the next step, as I reassemble my positive, which is my red lead, the longer leg of the LED that you just installed must be slid into the new side, the side with the red LED. The short side will be on the white side. So I'm going to put on some music for your listening pleasure as we finish this mod off together. So, as you see here, YouTube, we got this carefully sliding down on the prongs, and you don't need to go all the way down, because I'll find that happening to misalign your work. So carefully fan out your leads just like so they're away from each other, and also create it from not separating. Now, the best way I found to realign everything before you close her up, your Megadrive Genesis here, is make sure everything is in the off position and your volume switch is down. If you align your volume switch first, like so, everything else comes into play beautifully, okay? See that? Boom. Outstanding. Alright, so now that we're buttoned up here, I'm going to close her up with our hardware that we set aside neatly into a container. Personally, because we're working with vintage electronics here, I personally like to tighten my stuff down in a crisscross or cross pattern for that purpose, so that it tightens the case down here perfectly, evenly distributes pressure on all the mounts. Maybe I'm too particular, but I don't know, I think it's a good idea. This stuff's old. You don't know if people left it in the sun. Alright, let's fire this bad boy up. So I'm just going to take the hot lead from my Sega CD Megadrive Genesis setup here. You're going to take the right AC here in. Ta-da! Congratulations! If you did this successful, you have now completed the LED modification. You can use any LED color you choose necessary, as long as it's the same size as the Genesis one that you removed. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video. Be sure to comment and like and follow. There'll be lots of mods, including AV modifications as well. Take care, and this is Justin, Rocco the Repairman, signing out.